evening, sweet birthday babies. It is me, a nasty woman, aka Paul. And tonight we're doing something a little bit different. We finished up with Jedi Survivor, and it's time to get into something a little bit spooky. So, recently, well, maybe not so recently, but they announced the Alone in the Dark remake. Full disclosure, I never played the original. I'm fully aware of it and its many iterations and its motion picture event. However, I have not been very active in the Alone in the Dark world. So I thought maybe it was a time to dip our toes into those waters. So first I thought maybe we could watch the trailer together. I have not seen it myself. I heard a little bit about it, but why don't we start with that? Let's watch the trailer together. Alright, here we go. Hopefully it's spooky.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, where thousands of young
Child Protective Services should be real cool with this.
have gone.
Oh!
Oh God, she knows I'm one.
Don't let them get inside, compare. They're not the good kind.
Derceto isn't cursed or blessed. It's a battleground.
Maybe the Dark Man just likes it when you suffer.
Have you ever talked to a doctor about your condition?
This is madness!
Are you crazy? Fall on your knees, wear the mask, raise his name.
Oh no.
Welcome to the Madhouse, Detective.
Oh no. Okay. So that was all at once nothing and a lot. I have no idea what's going on. I had no idea that it was like a southern kind of gothic detective thing. Because, like I said, I really don't know anything about the Alone in the Dark universe. Was it always this southern gothic thing? I do happen to know, though, about the really insane audioscape that's called Doom Jazz. I have heard of that before. So that's wild. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that was extremely bizarre and spooky. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of weird ass monsters, which I'm very here for. I like the tone. I think I like the tone. This should be interesting. Now, there's a few little tidbits that I do happen to know. So, I know that it's going to be starring David Harbour, who, many of us know from Stranger Things, and Jodie Comer? I think that's how we say her name. From Killing Eve and a bunch of other fantastic things. She's won a bunch of awards, and she's a really good actress. And they play the two main characters, and as I understand, the two playable characters. And the other thing that I heard that was really kind of cool and interesting and harkens back to like early survival horror is that it's going to be like an A-side, B-side sort of thing, kind of like Resident Evil 2, where you can play as, one character and then the other character, similar, like the same story but from two different perspectives, and so kind of how things play out changes depending on who you're playing as, which I think is brilliant. I think it really amps up the playability or the replayability of the game. I loved it. back in the day, I remember playing the original Resident Evil 2, and when I found out like you could play as Claire or as Leon, and that they both had like a B story, like a second scenario kind of with a different starting point and like a different way to tackle the things that you did throughout the game. I love that. It really like amps up the replayability, and incentivizes you playing through again and getting a different feel, getting a different perspective, and experiencing things in a way you didn't experience it the first time. So I think that's really cool. I'm very excited for them to bring that back because I don't think that I've played that way in a long time. Well, I'll say at least not since the RE2 remake. And of course, I knew that was coming and I loved it. And I don't think enough games do that. I pretty much all the games that I can think of where that was an option have been a lot of fun. I remember when they released Capcom released Devil May Cry 2 like way back when I was like 13 or 14, and you could play as Dante and Lucia, and then I think there was an option later, and maybe it was just like a skin thing, but you could play as the blonde woman from the first game, and I'm gonna forget her name, but I'm sure someone's gonna drag me for like not remembering what her name was, but her. So anyway, I like the look. Let's jump into the prologue. I've heard that the prologue is fairly short, but who cares? Let's give it a try. Oh my god, really? Okay, so, and that's my bad for like totally not checking that this just would start up, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put up with their bullshit. Anyway, in the meantime, waiting for whatever the fuck this is doing. Friday, my plan is to try Grey Hill Incident. Because A, I love aliens. When I saw the trailer and I heard that it was coming out, I was big excited because it looks ooky spooky, very, very X-Files, alien abduction. I heard someone describe it as like 90s B-movie alien abduction nonsense, so I'm excited about that. So, if you have any interest in that, join me on Friday because I will be hopefully getting that on Friday. So long as it actually ends up releasing and it doesn't take me 8 million years to download, I will be streaming that. Grace. Now I'm guessing Grace is that little girl because her face was plastered all over this. She's got problems, clearly. She's hanging her dolls and then implied that she might be hanging herself. It's therapy for everyone. Okay. Yes, it's already my wish list. With the dolls again. And the jazz. That seems entirely disrespectful. Creepy about that. Like she's trying to record an ASMR video and the fucking neighbors are acting up. She's got like an old face. Like she looks like they really nailed the era this era, and for the life of me, I couldn't tell you what decade this is. 20s, 30s, maybe the 40s. Anyway, whatever era this is, they've nailed it. She feels like she's gonna be a journalist, like she's gonna pull out a pencil and a notepad any second and like start bugging the shit out of you, and like everyone's gonna be dismissing her because she's a girl in whatever the 20s journalism. Get out of here, girly, you know. Whatever that is, I've got the scoop. We don't respect women in this profession. And she's like, I'll show you. And then she kind of fucking, okay, just birds in the house. And then she does show everybody, because, like, sexism never wins. The amount of detail, already impressive. Oh, look at portrait of a woman who's about to be on fire. Like, floral wallpaper, feels very southern. I'm sure this, oh, okay, sure. I feel like this isn't Florida, but that feels very Florida, as someone who spent a reasonable amount of time in southern Florida and the houses of old women. It looks very Florida to me.
Look at this mess.
Look at this mess. Get your bowler hats here, bowler hats. Oh, yeah. Oh, recognizable. Oh, yes, forbidden passions. We got a lesbian situation for every corner. What's this? La Tentation de Saint Antoine. Is that French? It feels like I don't know. Maybe that's French. Who knows? It's the South. Really could be either one. A flyer title. Pet cards.
Oh, goodness, you scared me.
What are you up to, Jeremy?
I have to tell someone what is going on here. I have to try. You're not one of them, are you? Please tell me, Grace. You're not a spy, are you?
Who's spy?
Them. The others. All of them. No, you're too innocent.
I'm too
Sexist.
innocent.
She could be a murderer. I mean, she was hanging dolls.
I need to get this letter to my niece. She would understand.
Just give it to the clerk, Mr. Waits, and he'll post it.
No, he could be in on it. What if he won't post my letter?
Then don't make it look like it's one of yours. Here, let me do it.
She's got fire, that girl. Ever resourceful.
Miss Emily Hartwood, Dauphin Street, New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay,
You don't have the
so
number?
not in Florida.
Not sure the postman's gonna find it without... Jeremy? Where'd he go? I'll just post it myself then.
She's being real
I'll just
chill
take
about
this
all
letter
of this.
downstairs to the clerk's office myself.
That dude was acting real weird up in here. Hanging out with his lock credenza and his sextant. And this interesting desk. There's a lot going on here. Give me that key. Give me that key, child.
Uh-oh, Cassandra. I'm touching your typewriter.
Told you that girl got too much damn fire. Oh, Cassandra must be the lesbian. She's gonna be very upset. Yep.
How are there so many books in this house and still nothing I want to read?
Understandable. What is this, checkers? Sapphic art for every corner of the room. Oh, is this a chamber pot? This is my spittoon. Grace, honey, that's my spittoon. Alright, ain't shit in here. Let's dip. Uncle Jeremy, I got a hot scoop. And just like that, it went from sapphic to
They're so creepy.
oh no, no, no. Oh no.
Oh no, Jeremy, what have you done?
Yeah, I've played BioShock. I know what happens when there's a light change and suddenly there's more of the things in the room than there was before, or they're in a different position. Oh, clever, blocking the way. You think I won't get around that, sugar? You're mistaken. I've got a letter to deliver. Is this a clock? Is this a shit me enormous clock? What is on this clock? Those cats. Monkeys? What are those? Anyway, interesting design. Yeah, I get a distinct feeling. Oh, is this an eclipse? I love it. I love the vibe here. I'm into this. Very this. I love it. Strange eons. That thing is coming to life. I don't know if it's coming to life in this or when the full game releases. I don't care. Either way, that thing's coming to life. You know it. Oh dear. Now we fallen into decay. This just feels like some shit you hear about in the South, in like Louisiana. Oh, we've just let a house fall into decay and the swamp took it back. Oh, no, we don't like that. Stay? Stay? Like this is just regular living. This is not regular living. This is not RuPaul's Get Comfortable in a House Like This race. What are we doing? Are we jumping on this bear? Honey, everybody's acting like too much weird shit is way too normal. We're not far enough away from whatever skimpering, scampering thing tried to snatch us into the swamp. Yeah, it's right there. Threatening to give us yellow fever, whatever they were dealing with back then. The Spanish influenza. Sounds racist. If you don't get out of this swamp, you better move like some shit's about to happen to you. Multiple, ma'am, it's time to go. It's time to go. Oh, nothing a little double oak door won't hold back. What are we selling? Game rifles? Chocolate chip cookies? Why hath the swamp not reclaimed this room? Oh, grandmother's urn fell on the floor.
I suppose this mess pales in comparison to the foyer.
She's way too casual about all of this. We've a lot of busts sitting around. Oh, wipe your shoes. Clerk? Whose house has a clerk? What's a clerk?
Oh, a little night music.
Night music. I'm telling you, she's 30, trapped in a child's body. She's working for the New Orleans Telegraph or Evening Star, whatever she's working for. She's too chill about too many things that should be spooking a child.
Mr. Waits. Hello?
Utterly bizarre. Oh yeah. This is interesting. I'm really enjoying the level of detail in this. Like, I love getting up close and personal with the art. Something's going on. Oh Lord. Well, it is Louisiana. It's starting to look a little racist. She's gonna get to the bottom of things if she has to climb through the clerk's window herself. Oh, Oh no.
Last night I dreamt that my uncle hung himself in the attic. That we were too late.
Yes.
The house
okay.
looked different, but it was still called Dorsetto.
Definitely a weird place.
Dad. Now this
Feels like
is
I've been here
Daddy.
before. I just can't think why.
Let's not waste any time, Detective.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go get your uncle, Miss Hartwood.
Well, they weren't kidding. That was in fact very brief. Somehow I thought it was gonna last longer than that. Cause I heard it was like 20 something minutes, and we've been on for like 23. But that includes like me sitting here jibber jabbering, checking out the art, and watching that little weird trailer or whatever it was. That was very abbreviated. Well, there you have it, folks. I don't know about you all, and I anticipated it, but that left me with far more questions than answers, and I'm gonna need some answers. Tone, mood, aesthetic, spook factor, top shelf. This game looks good. Like, it looks good. It sounds good. I'm actually really excited for this now. Like I said, someone having no real conception of what this universe is about. I'm excited. You excited? If you're not, get excited, because this is it. Anyway, it's a little short compared to my usual, like, 2.5 hour, romp of nonsense. But there you have it. I wanted to do something a little different, something a little shorter, something fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. let me know what you think. If you weren't here with us live, you're on YouTube. Thank you so much for checking it out. Thank you for joining me. And hopefully we'll be able to post something soon about this game. I'll be really excited to see. But again, thank you. I'm going to sprinkle a little cinnamon sugar on that like and subscribe so that you can give it a sweet little kiss. And I will see you next time.